Can I give you different levels of rejection that Jesus suffered? I tell you, firstly, listen to this. He was rejected by the Jews. He was rejected by the Pharisees, the high priests, the priests, the scribes. These were supposed to be the people that should have accepted him the more. So he was rejected by his own people. Number two, he was rejected by Judas, betrayed by Judas, and handed over to his enemies by Judas. Number three, he was rejected by the 70 disciples and the 120 disciples. So Jesus had the 12, the 70, and the 120 disciples. These were the three major units of his disciples. Amongst the 12, Judas rejected him and betrayed him. Now, how come that the 120 disciples, all of them left? All left. All, not even one stayed. So he was rejected by 120 of the disciples. And then he was also rejected by the 70 disciples. Number four, he was rejected by the masses. The masses would rather prefer Barnabas. Okay? Say, exchange him with Barnabas. Now, and then finally, he was also rejected by God, his own very Father, on the cross of Calvary. My God, my God, my God, why have you forsaken me? So when rejection is so gross, how do you overcome it? Every side amongst the five rejections that Jesus suffered, all the groups of people and individuals that rejected Jesus had a genuine reason to do so. Because 90% of the times we give up because of rejection. We are unable to go forward in our lives because of rejection. How do you overcome rejection? Okay. Class 1102, topic rejection. Do you know that a sign that you're doing very well could reflect rejection? When you provoke certain things that are beyond the norm, rejection is bound to happen. When you exceed the norm, it brings rejection. But you don't focus on rejection. You will be amazed that out of 50 that said no, 60 will say yes. See that? So you don't focus on those who reject you. Focus on those who accept you. And be more thankful for those who rejected you, because they are helping you to overcome rejection. People have reasons, good reasons for rejecting people. The 120 and the 70 disciples rejected Jesus when he said, "You must drink my blood and eat my body." So they knew what he meant. They knew that Christ was saying, if you drink my blood and eat my body, you will lay down your life for me. You will take this my cross until you lay down your life. They knew what their calling and the demands were. It's not just like pick up the cross and vanish overnight. You know. But I tell you, Jesus did not reject those that rejected him because they rejected him. He left them to walk away. Because the same people who rejected him were the same people who laid down their lives for him later on. Do you know that revival so swept across the time of Jesus? After the death and during the early days of the church, to the point that masses were fed to lions. While they were being fed, they were praising the Lord. These were the same masses that rejected him. So Jesus did not give up on them. That people reject you does not mean that they have lost their faith. That people leave this church doesn't mean that they are going to hell. No. Don't ever say that. I tell people here, when the word I'm preaching is no longer making impact in your heart, you're no longer connecting, leave. My time is up in your life. Go find somewhere where the fire connects. I often have the privilege, if I pastor you for 5 years, for 2 years, for 1 year, I count it as a privilege. Because maybe after 2 years, you will leave. And that's it. We are missionaries. We impact lives. So when people walk away from you, when people reject you at work or wherever, don't give up on yourself. The worst thing that can ever happen to a man is to allow the rejection from others to cause the man to reject himself. Because sometimes the purpose of rejection is to make you reject yourself, or to hate yourself, or to say you are incapable, or that you are nothing, you're worth nothing. It's a lie. No. Rejection does not depict who you are. Imagine Jesus was more rejected than anybody on earth, yet he was the real deal. Oh, he was the real deal. Think about it. So that people rejected him didn't take away that didn't remove him as the Messiah. He was still the Messiah. He was still the Savior of the world. It didn't change anything. Pastor John, nobody likes me. Pastor John, nobody likes me. Nobody likes me. I guess you were born looking for people to like you. Your purpose on earth is for people to like you. Huh? Hey, hello. But I like you. Tell somebody, you were not born to be liked. You were not brought here to be liked. Find your purpose. Be established in it. Be solid in it. Whether you are liked or not. Proclaim what God has called you to proclaim. Shout amen, sons of God.